chosen beings, you have a very difficult time in relationships. You have a very hard time having someone around you, whether it be a friend or whether it be in a relationship with the opposite sex. The great sacrifice. You knew before you got here that this was going to be a lonely mission. You knew the mission required for you to stand alone. And you knew once you gone through your Kundalini awakening that there was going to be a rare amount of individuals that will be able to stand around you, to live with you, to be able to share a life with. Part of the reason that you're here is to activate people. Activating people is to trigger people. Trigger people to the core. Very devastating for a relationship. You had to adjust to this point in your lifetime when you realized and you knew that the things that you were experiencing, the difficulties, the hardship with other people, people that you didn't even know, you knew then that it was going to be extremely difficult for you to have a relationship. You're that powerful. And the universe has chosen you to fulfill this mission. The mission cannot be altered, cannot deviate. There's no escape. And there's definitely no surrender, and there's definitely no retreat. Even though you try, you find yourself right back on course. It's part of your soul's mission. How powerful you are. You understand as you go, as you gain more strength, gain more awareness of who you truly are. It's difficult in the moment because of the lack of knowledge of self, the knowledge of your soul. The stronger you get, the more irritated people are going to be, the more weirder people are going to be, the more they are going to try to harm you. It's the laws of physics. You cannot escape it. It's part of your mission that you knew that you was going to have to deal with and face once you came to this planet. The great adjustment from the life of the lie into the life of the truth has been extremely devastating for a chosen individual. The amount of individuals that you had to deviate from because of who you are. The amount of negativity that you can see in people completely change your entire life after you went through your Kundalini awakening. You knew that whole process, you were changing into something completely different. You were blossoming into something that people of power didn't want to see, don't want to see. Try to do what they can do. Initiating that darkness, initiating that manipulation, initiating those schemes and tactics to try to get people away from you, to try to get people not to look your way, not to listen to you, but to try to look at you as something that they always do. It's part of the plan. If they can't control you, They get people to look at you as something is wrong with you. That time is up. You may be traumatized to even try to take a relationship, to even get in a relationship, a friendship, because of the betrayal that you have faced. It may be hard for you to trust anybody because you have been traumatized by your response of people around you once you was activated. By you activating, you are changing the entire environment. Nature itself recognizes who you are. Nature itself will guide you, help you, lend a hand, aid you, because of the rise in frequency. And the frequency is rising at a pace that you cannot perceive. The only way that you can measure it is by your surroundings and what's going on in your surroundings. Relationships, romance, a partner. You may be traumatized of even taking a partner because of who you are. Because you know once you get to know this individual, once you fall in love with this individual, people know that partners are mirrors. However, you are terrified that this partner won't be able to withstand your presence and your mirror effect of reflecting them. So you're scared to fall in love because of who you are. You have come to know that part of activation is part of a lonely life. You had the strength to be able to withstand, to be by yourself, to be able to withstand people's disagreements, people betrayal, people backstabbing you, constantly after you. You are the only one that can handle this amount of pressure. There's no crack in you. You can't crack. You only get stronger from the pressure. You're more in tune from the pressure. Your whole soul's perspective enhances because of the pressure. You are beginning to realize that there is nothing that you cannot take. You can take anything this frequency of this dimension has to offer. You cannot break. People around you senses that. They sense how powerful you are. They themselves try to break you. They themselves try to collapse you. They themselves are trying to break the eggs of shells around you to get you to fold. It's impossible because of who you are and the mission that you have to fulfill. The more pressure, the more you, the more awareness of Source Creator flowing through you and allowing for others to take on their true perspectives and erase the great lie. Enjoy the rest of your day.